We've got 5-Pack Friday, we've got newest, not so new, and really not new. Hello everybody, it is LE Diecast, and we are back with some more 5-packs to take a look at. We've got our Origin of Awesome, I just blocked the light. Origin of Awesome 5-pack. This one came with some controversy. We're going to talk about that. We've also got the very old classic collection, aptly named, and we've got the Skateboarders 5-pack. That Skateboarders 5-pack came out in 2000, so it is the sort of old one of the group. There's some other things that were out in 2000. They had the Cosmic Blast track set. Oh, very fun. The Wreck and Roll crash set. And the monstrous Rich Kid set. There is also, on the back of our classic collection, this one came out a long time ago. This one came out in '94. Oh my gosh. Doesn't seem that long ago for me. And there's some stuff we haven't seen before. You could get a special edition vintage car for free back in the day. That is the vintage cars. Those are not real red lines. And there are the other ones that were out at the time. That Speed Demons one I really like. I am still looking for that one. And finally, we've got this treasure hunt. Look at those treasure hunts. Oh my gosh. There's treasure hunt. Treasure hunts. Treasure hunts. There's treasure hunts everywhere in this pack. Team Hot Wheels. That has a lot to do with this one. And as you can see, well, we'll talk about that when we get to it. I'll be right back. I'm going to open those up. Okay, we're back. We're going to start with this Origin of Awesome. For you older folks that don't know what Origin of Awesome is, that was a cartoon. It was made straight to video. It also came out on Netflix. It was one cartoon. It was not a series. As far as I know, it wasn't a series. One cartoon. It came out about maybe a year and a half ago, and they've just recently released another part, and it's like a half hour, 40 minutes type thing. Pretty good. Andrew likes it. I think I've had to watch it 3 or 4 times now, but there was a lot of controversy whether these were treasure hunts or not when it came out. You can see they all have the treasure hunt symbol on them. These are not treasure hunts, and this 5-pack was not any harder to find than any other 5-pack, although the collectors bought it up pretty quickly, so I guess you could say it was artificially made harder to find. You can probably pick it up cheaper now, all those people probably trying to dump it. Those are the cars from the cartoons. So these guys here, they're the 4 good guy stars, these kids, and they drive like imaginary Hot Wheel cars. You can watch the show, but each one of those colors, like this red guy, he drives the red one. You get it? Yeah, get it? Green, green. And the dark one there, that was like the mystery Dark Rider guy that was in the first episode. So you can see there are their cars. There it is. Rev Rod Driver Unknown. And then it lists each of the drivers. So if you're interested, you could go. But there was some controversy, and I think a lot of it just came from older collectors with no kids. Didn't know there was a cartoon. So kind of neat, though, that they had a 5-pack of their own cartoon. Now, that's something we don't see. So the only car here without the treasure hunt symbol is this one. That is the Rev Rod. We recently saw him released, I want to say last year was his first introduction. Not a particularly exciting car, but a good one for the track. It does have purple tires there. They're not really showing up. We get ourselves a twin mill It's a nice looking twin mill. It is also the only one of these other cars without a second treasure hunt symbol on it. It just has the big one on each side. But a nice one. Boy, we have seen a lot of green twin mills lately. There's the Bone Shaker, probably the nicest looking one, I think, of this group. You can see there's actually two treasure hunt symbols, a little one and a big one on those. This one has that little skull on it. Oh, there's another treasure hunt symbol. I missed that one. There is that skull that Bone Shaker is known for. Should say I'm working on a custom with Bone Shakers, and it's got a lot of Bone Shakers. That's all I'm going to say. I'll show it to you when it's done. Next, we've got ourselves the, what is this guy called? I always forget. He doesn't have his name on the bottom. He is the Baja truck in yellow. Hard to see those graphics in yellow. And no treasure hunt symbol on this one on the front. A lot of real estate they didn't use there. Could have. And this is Quick and Sick. He is the blue one. Another one that's not particularly my favorite fantasy car. So there are those. Next up, we've got the Skateboarders 5-pack. There you go. And let's bust these guys out. We don't keep packaging. For these, I'm going to lower this so we can put them down on the ground and take a look at them. So first off, we'll grab this Diora. A little history about the Diora for you. And if you're not interested, you can fast forward about a minute. But the original Diora, real car. It was not this one. You know, the squared off Diora, which, well, that would have been awesome had I had an example of it, but I don't. But the Diora 1, this is Diora 2. The Diora 1 was actually a real custom car. And it won the 1967 Detroit Autorama show, so it was a really well-known car. Something about the Dioras I didn't know, and again, this would be on the Diora 1, not this Diora 2, but the front opens up on them. That's how you get in. There's no doors on the side of these because they're so far over the front wheel. The whole front opens up, and if you go and Google Diora car, you'll see some videos of the front opening up. It's got this crazy like swing arm thing with the steering wheel, all sorts of stuff. It was based off of a Dodge A100 pickup. So that real popular Matchbox car that everybody's dying to get, seen a few of them in the 10 packs lately, that is actually what this is based off of. Highly customized. Another couple interesting things, the engine on the Diora 1 sits right behind the driver because obviously there is no room in the front, and this back part was a pickup bed, so it sits right back here behind the driver. So, pretty interesting stuff about the Dioras I did not know. This one's got kind of like a bob wire thing going on there. We've got a Chevy Nomad. Do you know what the Plymouth version of the Chevy Nomad was? The Plymouth and Chevy cars basically were sharing technology at the time. Next up, we've got the Chevy Nomad. This one with some crazy graphics. Do you know what the Pontiac name or the Pontiac version of the Nomad was? Pontiac and Chevy obviously sharing technology back in the 60s. I'll give you a second. And the answer is the Safari. Yep, the Pontiac Safari and the Chevy Nomad. Basically the same car. There's the Chevy Nomad. Very nice one there. We've got a surf crate. This one without a surfboard. Now, they all did not have surfboards in them. This one known for its surfboard, but this one, no surfboard in that one. Got a cool little snaky thing going on there. We've got a Ford, I forgot the year. Ford Delivery, I think is the name on this one, but I forgot the year. This one's got that cool 3-spoke razor rims on it. Very nice. Get real. Hot Wheels. Not just wheels. Don't get yourself wheels. Just Hot Wheels. And last on this is this pretty cool Woody. Boy, we've got a lot of these. And I do not know what those numbers stand for. So somebody can tell me. It's probably a pretty well-known thing, but we've got about like 10 of these. For some reason, we've just inherited a whole bunch of them. And I bet that 33 and the 6801 has something to do with this car. It's all over it there. And boy, I do not know. I would love to tell you, but I don't know what it is. All right, next we've got the classic collection. No stickers or anything in this one. Back in the day when they used real plastic. Got a Shelby Cobra. This one, opening hood. I'm not going to open it. None of these Shelby Cobra hoods really open very far because of the way they're built. Kind of a bad design for the toy, but the real car, obviously, it worked. Love this car for downhills. This particular coloring, that red with the yellow and black, came out like 5 different times over like 10 years. We have a bunch of them, and you would think they're all the same, and they came out pretty far, spaced far apart. Next up, we have this one, and I am not going to remember the name on this one. Is this one a Duesenberg? Is that a Duesenberg? I don't remember. These are very, very large cars in real life. Nice one, white walls. 57 Chevy. Going to give you a little bit of history on the 57 Chevy real quick. This one's got some crazy purple, orange zebra stuff going on back there. It's also got a really messed up back right there. Had some body work done by the cheap bodywork place down the street. This side looks a little better. It's still not great. Chevys, a little bit about them. Obviously a real car. The Chevys, this particular model, you want to know some of the things that it could come with, some options that they had on these. They had air conditioning. You could get that. That was fairly new back in the day. Power windows and seats. Pretty cool. Had a rear speaker you could order. Not very many of them did, and it had to have a separate little knob to control the volume on the rear speaker, and they called it surround sound. So basically there were 2 speakers, and then the rear one called surround sound. It also had electric shaver attached to the dash if you'd really like that in your options. They'd build this thing for you. If you want your electric shaver built into the dash, oh yeah. You know, technology was the space race. Technology was everywhere back then. Also had, they came up with a special tube to power the radio. So when the engine was off, you could play the radio and it wouldn't really drain the battery as much as other cars. So you could park this up at Inspiration Point or wherever you were with your girlfriend, turn the engine off, and you could still have music with your 3rd speaker. You could like turn it down, romantic setting. And it came with seatbelts. Ooh, they were new. They were kind of new back then, so it might have been an option. I don't know. I don't think they were mandatory. So here's another car from that set. These are not the best paint jobs. This one's kind of got this glimmer paint, and I don't remember the name on this one either. Yeah, I want to say it's a Studebaker, but I don't know what that is. That one might be a Duesenberg. I don't know. They're all big cars. Well, that's interesting. Now, this guy's got a trashed wheel here. Let's see if we can... It rolls all right. And then last we've got a Mustang. This one has shown up a lot. This is another one of those models Real bad paint. Look at that. Ugh. Quality control issues back in the day. This is another model that came out in this particular coloring with various wheels over about a 10-year period. And so just because you find a red Mustang with those white walls does not mean it was released at the same time as all the rest of them. Hot Wheels did that for a while, where they just kind of ended up liking certain models, certain color variations, and they just keep releasing them over and over and over and over. Sometimes change the wheels a little bit, but it would have the same tampos. So that is going to do it for this episode, folks. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.